EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for June 14th, 2024. It is Flag Day. It is also Friday, and the Friday video forecast is proudly sponsored by McCall Collective Brewing. McCall is a family-owned and operated brewery with 2 locations in the Lehigh Valley. Their original Southside Allentown location is at 102 East Susquehanna Street, and their second location, McCall Collective Tap House in Trexlertown, is located at 7743 Hamilton Boulevard. Both locations are open 7 days a week and have a full food menu, plenty of beer to choose from for both dine-in or takeout, along with local wine and cocktails. You'll want to check out their Father's Day dad platters, available at both locations this Friday through Sunday, with everything that a dad could want, with good food and, of course, great beer. For details about all of that and their upcoming events, please visit their Facebook page, or to place online orders, visit their website, mccallcollectivebrewing.com. Proud sponsors of the Friday video forecast. You'll notice behind me there's a lightning icon, all right, black background, whatever, thunderstorm background. We do have thunderstorms coming into the region today, which is going to be much needed, actually, because the rain associated with it is going to be the only rain that we see in this upcoming week, as we turn quite hot as we get into next week. We'll get into that in a second, but we do have a cold front moving through the region today. It is a rather weak cold front, nothing really strong. The best forcing is actually farther northeast across New England, as we've been talking about pretty much all week, and kind of making a case here of why we're not going to have a tremendous amount of severe weather, but there will be some potential for stronger storms today just because it's going to be so hot and humid. When you start increasing dew points is one of the key ingredients to thunderstorm growth and development, and also for severe weather. So the best forcing, although the area low pressure driving is going to be all the way up here, best forcing is actually going to be up here in this area. But in our area here, we have these, the cold front extends all the way back, so we're going to have a little bit of added lift. If you add a little bit of added lift into an environment that it is very hot and very humid, this will give you the thunderstorms and the potential for some strong gusty winds. That is the primary severe mode today. There will, of course, be some moderate lightning with it as well. But I don't see this as a tornado deal today. This is not a large hail deal today. This is primarily, from a severe standpoint anyway, this is looking at a straight line wind, unidirectional wind damage threat, okay? And it's not going to be everywhere, and I'll identify that here in today's video. Here's the Storm Prediction Center, what they have, and this is the most recent outlook they had for the Day 2 outlook, which is, of course, today. I'm recording this the night before, so this is going to be the Day 2 outlook. This might change between now and then, but I really think, and listen, I don't want to do this in such a way that I'm criticizing the Storm Prediction Center. They're very good at what they do, and I have the utmost respect for what they do, okay? I have the ability, since they released this, and which is 12:24 p.m. Central Time today. So this is 1:24 p.m. our time is when they released this on Thursday. Okay, at the time it was probably a good outlook. I would say the most recent runs will have the severe threat kind of stopping right here. Okay, for the slight risk. So I don't think that's going to be as far southwest as they currently expect. So the new CAMs, the new collective convective allowing models, are showing that these areas here are not really going to be so much in the threat. There will be some storms there, just not severe. I think the severe storms are going to be up here. And listen, I could be totally wrong about this, but I really think that everything that I'm looking at, and we're looking at multiple models, multiple soundings, doing extensive sounding reviews for this, the areas where I have the X here are the best chances for that, and that's going to be across far east central Pennsylvania, like closer to the Lehigh Valley, and then also eastern parts of northeast PA, northern New Jersey will be included in our area, and then southwestern New York. Those are all within our coverage area. These areas are also in our coverage area, but I just don't think the numbers are there to support it as much as areas farther north and east of you. Does that mean you're not going to get anything severe in these areas? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means from a probability standpoint, the better chance is going to be the farther northeast you go, because you're closer to that area best forcing. So if I was going to draw this, I would have kept this in a marginal in these areas southwest here, just take it northeast. These Harrisburg, Lancaster, I would take it out of the slight risk and put it in a marginal risk. But again, in fairness to them, they did this earlier in the afternoon. Things have changed since then, as the way I see it. Here is what the NAM High-Res Future Simulator Radar does this evening. This is the most recent run of the NAM, and you can see the timestamp above me here in the upper right-hand corner. The video as I move this forward. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so nothing really going on yet, but then we have some initialization of these storms across the northern tier, across the northern part of the Poconos, from Williamsport all the way over to the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area, that are going to move farther south and east. But look where it's targeting. Northeast PA, basically, and Lehigh Valley and northern New Jersey. That's it. It doesn't really target Harrisburg, Lancaster. It kind of skips to the northeast of you there. Okay, and that's a simulated radar. It doesn't mean it's going to exactly play out that way. But I will tell you that the sounding review that I did, the soundings are indicating that, again, these areas right in here are your target areas, and then heading northeast from there. Not really so much Harrisburg right here, Lancaster right here. It kind of keeps it out of it. So we'll see how that transpires today. Again, it's not taking these areas out of it, but I'm just telling you that there's a probability. The probability is higher for areas north and east, if that makes any sense. Okay, so here is the high resolution rapid refresh that we're in this evening. And again, guess where it's targeting? Same areas, not named Harrisburg and Lancaster. And you take Philadelphia out of that too. And it's really targeting Lehigh Valley, northeast PA, northern New Jersey for these stronger storm potential. Okay, and then it does have some storms moving through here later. These are going to be garden variety at this point. This is coming in very late in the evening at 10, 11 o'clock at night. So at that point, your instability is kind of lost, and you don't have as much potential here or upside potential for these storms. So again, well, just to recap here, I think the target areas for any storms that are going to be of anything of noteworthy as far as severe is concerned, and it doesn't. When I say severe, it doesn't necessarily mean 58 miles per hour or greater, like the National Weather Service defines it as. I will tell you that the energy clients that we work with will tell you that anything when we have full leaf coverage on the trees, 35 and greater, 35 miles per hour greater is not necessarily concerning, but it's time you start paying attention. So we can start having outages at 40 miles per hour winds, 45 mile per hour winds, 50 mile per hour winds. Doesn't necessarily have to be 60 plus. Like severe is. Like you still knock down trees with that kind of wind speed. So we're going to continue to watch this for this area today. But again, the target areas are going to be farther northeast. These areas right in here. That's our areas, north and east of that area that I just highlighted. Okay, so that's what we're going to watch for today, basically. Okay, and this is the timing here is starting in early to mid-afternoon and then working its way southeast. This is about dinner time once it gets to parts of northwestern parts of New Jersey, Lehigh Valley, and then once we get to early evening, it traverses northern New Jersey, and then that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with today. That is the only chance you're going to have for any rain here in the next 7 days because we are going to mostly sunny skies in the wake of this here on Saturday. This area low pressure was the one that brought so much rain to Florida, South Florida especially, and that is moving off to the north and east, and may be classified as a tropical depression or subtropical low. As this moves off to the northeast, there is still a chance, 20% chance for that to occur from the National Hurricane Center, but it is going to be picked up by this front and head out to sea. So then Saturday is a mostly sunny day, comfortable weekend, beautiful weekend coming up here. We're going to have temperatures in the lower 80s both Saturday and Sunday, and low humidity on both days. So humidity is going to increase, of course, on Friday ahead of that cold front, but you're going back to lower humidity this weekend. It's going to be a very comfortable, very nice weekend to be outside. No chance for rain either. And then once we get in early next week, we're going to remain with a partly cloudy skies here on Monday. Temperatures are going to increase as the ridging starts building in. And then once we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that heat pump high is going to get going, and we're going to have temperatures in the low to mid-90s. Some areas near the Philadelphia metro and the New York City metro will get into the upper 90s as we get to Wednesday, Thursday of next week, and probably Friday too. It's outside of our 7-day forecast window. I think that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday time frame of next week is really going to be when we're going to kick on the heat and humidity, and it's going to be really oppressive, I think, going into that period from Tuesday onward all the way through the end of the week, and probably Saturday too. Okay, Saturday, at least Saturday. We're going to have this entire week that we're going to be spending in the 90s, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe even Sunday. We'll see. Hopefully get some relief by the end of the week, but it doesn't look like we're having any chance for precipitation through the end of the 7-day forecast period. So whatever you get here on Friday evening, even if it's just a little bit, will be certainly helpful and be less that you have to use manual water from your faucet to water the plants and vegetation that you have in your garden. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for June 14th, 2024. Have a great Friday. Stay safe.